I'm here today to show you a couple of positions and holds that you can do with your baby if they are suffering with a sore tummy, if you think they have colic, or if you've just tried everything and they're having long periods of crying. These are a few things that might help. So the first position that I'm going to show you is called Indian bouncing, and what we're going to do is pop our babies facing down the way on top of our legs. So you want to get them nice and high onto your thighs, onto their tummy. You're going to bring those arms over and just really gently encourage that head round to the side so that you know they're getting a fresh air supply at all times. So you might want to bring them slightly further over and just bringing their arms over and just encouraging that head to the side, making sure they're all right before you start and that they're comfortable. Okay, and you're going to pop your hands on their back, and then you're going to bounce your legs up and down, and you're going to pat their back at the same time as you do that. So what this does is it puts a little bit of pressure on baby's tummy. So if you can get their tummy sort of over one of your thighs, onto one of your thighs, you're going to bounce them up and down, and that little bit of pressure on their tummy can be really nice and soothing. And also the motion is really good for babies. So after they're first born, they take a while to adjust to life outside the womb. They're in that constant, lovely, warm temperature in the womb. They are being used to being rocked all of the time as well. So adjusting to life outside can be quite tricky, and it takes some babies a while to adjust. So if you are having days where your baby is crying a lot, I know it's very difficult. So these are some things that might help. So Indian bouncing, just up and down, patting your baby's back as well. And that also helps the relaxation response to kick in when we do this. And it's just that lovely sensation that can help them to relax. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is called Tiger in the Tree. And this is a hold that we use for babies to settle them, and again to help with any tummy pain. So you can do this standing up with your baby. I'm just going to show you while I'm sitting down. And what we want to do is lie our baby along the inside of our forearm, holding onto that leg, just tucking them sort of so that they're against your body. They're not in a vulnerable position. You want to have them nice and snug against you, and just holding on to their bottom with your other hand as well. And you can walk with them facing down the way as well. Sometimes facing your baby down the way actually just helps to block out any stimulation for your baby, and again it gives them that motion and a little bit of pressure on the tummy that can really help to soothe it and to get rid of any trapped wind or any uncomfortable feelings that your baby has. And you can just walk with them. You can give them a gentle little bounce when you're doing this one as well. So this one's called Tiger in the Tree. Okay, the next hold that I'm going to show you is called the Fireman's Hold. So what we're going to do is bring baby up onto our shoulder. And when you do this, you want to bring them nice and high onto your shoulders so that again, they're getting that pressure from your shoulder into their tummy. One hand on their bottom, and have your other hand at the top of their shoulders as well, just to give them that extra security. And again, you can have a walk round with them like this. Nice bouncy steps. Again, that pressure is nice and soothing for them. So nice and high up over your shoulder. Fireman's lift. Having your baby in the sling or in your stretchy wrap can be really nice and soothing for babies as well. So I have another film where I show you how to pop the stretchy wrap on and get your baby in nice and safely. They should have a wide seat when they're in their sling, so that little M shape, so their bottom in the centre, and then those little legs are coming up and round like a little M shape, and that's a really good position for your baby's hips. So if you want to follow my little demonstration, then you can find that on YouTube, and that will show you how to get your baby nice and safely. We want to have babies nice and high up when they're in their sling, close enough to kiss the top of their head, and nice and tight. So a little test to do. If if you lean forward and your baby falls away from you slightly, you just need to tighten up your carrier a little bit more. And that's the same for the stretchies or the structured carriers. So babies that have tummy problems, maybe reflux especially, really benefit from being upright. All babies like to be on their parents' chest against you, and it's really nice and soothing and settling for your little one. So if they are unsettled, if you're even trying to feed and they're not feeding, they're just really, really upset, maybe try just popping them in the sling and having a little sway with your baby. So one of the reasons that I teach groovery dance is for that lovely connection, but also the movement. It's amazing how much popping on some music and just having that sway with your baby really, really settles them. And I've been teaching for a few years now, and I think I can barely remember babies that haven't settled in their sling. It really is amazing. So pop them in, have a little sway with them, and remember those movements come from you, come from your hips. So rather than actually bouncing baby, we want to really move ourselves. So swaying your hips from side to side, getting that little double bounce. So when you move from the hips, it mimics the motion that they feel when they're in the womb. So side to side, little up and down bounces really help as well. Always holding on to baby's head, hand on their back, nice rubs on their back and nice pats as well. And patting your baby mimics the heartbeat sound in the womb as well. So nice and soothing for them too. So just having a walk round, moving from the hips, round the house, put some music on that you like, and your baby will hopefully settle down. You'll feel their body begin to relax. They're feeling that nice warmth from you, those nice rhythms from you as well. So I hope that gives you some ideas on ways that you can settle your baby if they are having an off day or if they are suffering from colic. And remember what an amazing job you are doing.